Earth Systems 3209, Unit 5, Earth's Resources. References for this unit can be found in the textbook in Chapter 21, and also in Appendix A and B of the Curriculum Guide. Unit 5, Topic 2.2. This topic will look at exploration techniques. We will focus on identifying different exploration techniques used in the industry. It should be noted that these exploration techniques should only be listed for the purpose of student awareness. So students would only have to identify an exploration technique. They do not have to go into elaborating on each of the techniques. Some techniques will cover extensively in the core laboratories and the STSE, but there is no reference to the exploration techniques in the textbook. When we look at the different exploration techniques, the first exploration technique we'll look at is called remote sensing. Remote sensing involves the collection and interpretation of information about an object without physical contact with the object. Example, satellite imaging and aerial photography would provide methods by which we can analyze surface features, and this is referred to as remote sensing. The second exploration technique involves geological mapping. A geological map is a special purpose map made to show geological features. Rock units are shown by color or symbols to indicate where they are exposed at the surface. The third exploration technique involves geochemical surveys. Here, the presence of some chemical elements may indicate the presence of a certain mineral. Chemical analysis of rocks may indicate the presence of an underground deposit. For instance, elements like arsenic and antimony are associated with gold deposits. So if rock samples are collected or soil samples are collected and the presence of arsenic and antimony are found in the soils or rocks, there is a good chance that gold may also be found in this rock. A fourth exploration technique involves bulk sampling. Bulk sampling is the removing of large mineralized rock that is selected to be representative of the potential ore body in order to do mineral processing tests. So through bulk sampling, we can extract large volumes of rock and do tests on it, and these tests could indicate the presence or absence of a particular ore body. The fifth exploration technique is observing drill cores. When observing drill core, this involves inspecting and analyzing the drill core by different techniques and equipment, depending on the type of data desired. Different drill cores are observed and studied to figure out what kind of minerals are found in a particular area. A sixth type of exploration technique, and one that is more common to the persons, is prospecting. Prospecting is a small-scale form of mineral exploration, which is organized, large-scale efforts undertaken by commercial mineral companies to find commercially viable ore deposits. Through prospecting, people explore the surface of the land, looking for clues that would indicate the presence of an ore body. Cross-sections involve a process that provides a two-dimensional slice of Earth's subsurface and is used to help understand geologic conditions that occur in specific areas of the cross-section. So cross-sections will give you an in-depth view of what is beneath the surface of the Earth. An eighth exploration technique includes magnetic surveys. These are conducted as aircraft flies. A magnetometer records tiny variations in the intensity of the ambient magnetic field within Earth. This information is used to produce an aeromagnetic map showing the spatial distribution and relative abundance of magnetic minerals in the upper levels of the crust. And last, the ninth exploration technique includes gravity surveys. These involve looking at the subsurface structure based on differences in densities of subsurface rocks, and the densities are determined by gravitational surveys. The following picture outlines an exploration technique that is conducted by airborne geophysics. Here, a helicopter flying over an area of bush has a bird, which could be some instrument record used to do an airborne survey. In this case, it may be a magnometer, which determines the magnetic field in the Earth's surface. These are suspended by a cable. The magnometer would record intensity of the magnetic field or the magnetism within the Earth's surface as the helicopter tows it on a specific line. So these studies are called airborne surveys, and they're carried out in the study of geophysics. Let's look at some examples. Example number 1 reads, which is an exploration technique? When we look at our answers, cracking, flotation, reforming, and prospecting, the choice here that best suits an exploration technique would be prospecting. The other choices are involved in petroleum and ore processing. So our answer to the first question will be D, prospecting. Second question reads, which exploration technique is based on density anomalies in the crust? When we look at density anomalies are found by performing gravity surveys. So the answer to this question will be B. A gravity survey would produce density anomalies within the crust. Example number 2. Example number 2 reads, searching for simple visual surface indicators of mineralization is referred to as. So the key here is we're looking for visual surface indicators. So when we look at the surface of the Earth and we look for mineralization in rocks on the surface, this is carried out by prospecting, where individuals actually get out into the field and they look for minerals within the surface rocks. So the answer to this question would be C, prospecting. Your turn. Take the time and complete the following question. The answer will be on the following slide. Question reads, which exploration method releases shock waves into a layer of rock and records them when they return to the surface? Our choices include gravity surveying, magnetic surveying, remote sensing, and seismic surveying. If we look at shock waves, as we studied in the earthquake section in Unit 4, shock waves are basically a type of seismic wave. So the answer to this question will be D. Seismic surveying would involve releasing shock waves into the rock and recording the data as it returns to the surface. Let's look at a summary of the overview of the points covered in this presentation. This presentation focused on the different exploration techniques, and these include remote sensing, geological mapping, geochemical surveys, bulk sampling, observing drill cores, prospecting, cross-sections, magnetic surveys, and gravity surveys. Again, students are required to recognize these 9 techniques as possible exploration techniques used in observing and trying to locate different ore bodies within the Earth. Students are not required to explain these techniques, just recognize and identify them as one of the ways that we can locate different ore bodies by doing exploration.